Hey, so I'm doing another video today. I already did a video today, but I kind of wanted to do another video. I kind of felt like that, even though 1 hour ago was really like struggling a lot again because I was thinking about my YouTube channel, and once again, this is a continual thing, and I don't like this. I have a moment where I think like, yeah, it really fucking sucks. The videos I'm doing are fucking really garbage. And then 1 hour later, I think, no, my YouTube channel is cool. It's all right. I shouldn't worry, And I think it's kind of weird that it switches so much. I don't want to go into too much detail, but I think I'm going to talk about this with my therapist because in 2 weeks I have finally a therapy session. So in that moment I can talk about this because this is like a cycle, I keep changing my mind all the time, and I'm really feeling insecure, and maybe it has a lot of about maybe it has a lot more to do with my insecurities. Maybe I am like, I have moments where I'm really feeling confident, and then I have moments where I sorry, I can't talk, where I feel really insecure, you know, and I'm really not proud of myself, because in the latest stream today I was like talking really confidently about myself, and I felt really good about myself, and then I have moments where on the same day where it changes so fucking quickly that I'm feeling insecure, and I have a lot of worries, and I don't like myself at all. And it changed up so fucking quickly. Like, the whole switch of it itself is kind of weird. And for the people who don't know that, I'm schizophrenic, so I'm taking medication right now, and that really helps me. But I'm still having those thought cycles, and I don't know if this is kind of a mental illness thing, So I don't know how other people build up their confidence. And I don't know how many people feel insecure. I don't really know that. So, yeah. So, today I wrote a little bit something down to talk about. To have a little bit more a prepared video for you guys, that I'm talking about a certain topic and not just sit in a video without no idea, Um, because I don't know, if I'm really unprepared for a video, I didn't ever really talk about the same stuff. I was always coming up with something new, but it's kind of easier if I have a certain topic, because then I don't have to think so hard in the video when I'm doing the video right away, and then we can talk about a certain topic. So if you have certain ideas for video ideas, you can definitely write them into the comment section. You can definitely give me topics I should talk about, that would be really cool. I have enough to talk about myself. Like, I'm definitely not running out of ideas. Um, but yeah, you can, if you want me to talk about something in particular, you can share this in the videos. So the video topic for today is it's pretty late to get in, but it was, why do I want to do a YouTube channel? Like, why am I doing a YouTube channel? Why is that so interesting to me? So one of the main things that comes up to my head, I think I can talk about this in a lot more details, but I'm not gonna do the video too long. So I think one of the things that drives me doing a YouTube channel is that, well, I was watching YouTube since 2010. My first YouTubers I watched were Smosh. I don't know if people still remember them. They were pretty popular. I also watched a lot of PewDiePie. And this concept of just sitting in front of the camera and just be really raw and be really like not like a Hollywood movie, but instead the production quality is really, really low, but getting something out there and connecting with the world and keep producing content, and people gonna watch you and they keep going to be interested with you. That was just really interesting, especially in terms of making a diary, because the cool thing about doing those raw videos is that it's not just what I do in a moment, but looking back to that in 10 years, how much I develop as a person. I think I already mentioned it in the video. I think that's just really cool. You know, even when I look at other YouTubers, it's really cool to see how they develop and how they grow. And it's cool to see how you grow as a YouTuber and that more people are following you. Like, that's really cool, because it's a really simple task. Like, everybody can do YouTube videos, you know? It's really fucking simple. You just get your camera or your audio recorder and you just do a video, get it out there, and that's it. So it was a really simple thing to produce, and you feel like you're creating your own little projects, you know? And that's really cool, because it really helps me to keep being motivated and to connect with people, because I'm a manga artist, but the problem is with drawing manga, it takes a lot of time. You know, it takes a lot of time until you're finished with something. And when you're doing videos, really simple videos regularly, you just have something produced much quicker and you just get some feedback much quicker, you know, and that's cool. And I also think it's really cool to do YouTube to improve as a person, because getting yourself in front of a camera or talking to an audio recorder, the more you talk about certain stuff, the more you're self-aware you become, and you're also growing from the comment section, you're interacting with people. Also the fact that you sometimes, when you become bigger, get a bunch of people out there, you know, and you reach a bunch of people and you see a lot of people having opinions, and you're just building your own opinions on stuff, because you have a kind of overview of what a lot of people think, and that can grow you as a person. And especially it's interesting because the people reacting right to you, you know, and that's really cool. And I just think it's cool to share yourself online, you know. Of course you shouldn't share private information, but to share some pieces of you online is cool, because it feels human, and you're also paying attention to the simple things in life, and that's cool, you know. Sometimes just something I wanted to mention, it's hard for me to put out my abstract thoughts, you know. I have something I want to say, but I don't know how to say it, and a lot of times I just think I'm not deep at all, and the stuff I'm saying is not important at all. I can talk about this probably much longer in another video, you know. I have this sometimes, that I just think other YouTubers have much more interesting stuff to say than me, and I just don't say interesting stuff at all, you know. And then I listen to it and I realize it's much more deeper than I thought. So another reason I want to do YouTube is I want to inspire people. Like, having an influence on people's lives through my videos would be really cool. Like, that I'm doing a video, but somebody else is clicking on it, and it helps them keep going, and it influences them in a positive way. This sounds really cool. And what I also really like to, like, also reason why it's really cool for me to do videos online is, I think if I do that, I kind of have an influence on the world more, you know. I feel like I'm changing the world in a good way, because I'm getting myself out there and I'm saying thoughts out, you know. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like a poet, but those people also wrote stuff, and it was like, even random thoughts can be much more interesting than you may think. You know, we think so much about simple stuff when we think it's not important at all, but your simple little thoughts can be more interesting than you think, and keeping them documented. Like, it's so easy to keep thoughts documented now. It's just really cool because it feels like a treasure box that you are holding, you know, that you can, that is not lost. The thought is not lost because you're forgetting a lot of things you think about, you know, over the day, and you keep going, and keeping those moments documented is really cool because then you can come back to it and keep watching it, and that's really cool. I want to say actually more about inspiring people stuff, but I just don't know how to put it into words. Maybe I like the idea of being in the whole like social media bubble itself, because I think like you may be a small person that has no YouTube channel, no viewers at all, but believe me, I think every click you do and every person you give a like makes a difference in the internet. I truly think that we have a bigger power than we think, and this is something I want to say. I said this in another video already. I think this video was about me having power over the world or something like that. Video was kind of insane. But I just think that we have a lot of more power over the world than we would think, and we can influence people. And the cool thing about social media is that we're interacting with each other. So one person is doing something and it influences a bunch of other people, and every person out there is influencing somebody else. And how we influence each other influences in which direction the world is going, and what becomes big and what becomes huge. And I truly think that's really cool. You know, you really have to think about it in an abstract way. So we're already 12 minutes in, and I'm kind of managing to do a video that is a little bit more structured. That's really cool. The reason why I was kind of worried to do a video where I kind of would write something down is I wanted to keep it so real. You know, I didn't want it to be like fake or like I'm not being myself anymore, because I think those raw videos are something that people really like to listen to. But having a little bit of topics written down that I kind of don't run out and have to pause for a second or have to think a lot what I should talk about next, but have a certain topic in a video, I think kind of helps the video to keep going better. So that video was kind of cool. We talked about stuff a little bit. There are more reasons why I would do a YouTube, but we're 12 minutes in, and I think this is a weird, I don't know, that kind of sounds like I'm just running a marathon and just doing a video to keep putting something out there. No, that's not true. I definitely do the video because I wanted to do it, but sometimes after 12 minutes I just feel a little bit like the energy is going out, and I kind of feel a little bit exhausted, and then I want to stop doing the video. I know I did much longer videos in the past, but right now I kind of want to pause myself for a little, because it can be kind of exhausting to do so many videos, to talk so much, and putting it out there for social media, you know. I also did a stream today, and I was planning to do another stream, but I'm not gonna do that because I have to do a break. I hope I can stream tomorrow. I don't know, but yeah, we will see. So you can write me into the comments if that was interesting to you, some thoughts on it. If you put your thoughts in the comment section, I always, of course, get new ideas for videos too. Just feedback and your opinion in general would make my day better. So, or my evening. It's already late, or evening. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Goodbye.